But Marcus, let me ask you a question. We just had the census completed, counting of Ugandans and their things and their.
Have they completed? They're completing tomorrow. Yeah.
There's still 10 days.
10 days, yes.
But were you counted on the first day?
Me as me, Marcus as Marcus. They did not count me. Like I was not there when they were counting. Let me put it that way.
So you are not home
when they came.
But they told you be at home when they
came. They didn't come on Friday. That day when they told us to stay home, they didn't come. No.
Marcus, you're lying.
I'm telling you.
Marcus, you're lying.
And but then they annoyed me because I stayed home. I had proggy.
Marcus, you are lying.
I had proggy. And I stayed home. I said, no, let me wait. 5, 6, 7.
He started at 6 pack 10, boss.
Boss, I waited. Nothing. On Saturday I said, Saturday I said my movement.
So you're non-existent right now?
No. They went home and they said that yes, in this home, the owner is gentleman XYZ. And they found everybody there. That's lucky enough. They found everybody there. They said yes.
I was going to say,
so I'm counted.
So whatever figure it is, they'll say 40 million minus 1.
One tall big guy is not there. No. I was counted, but I was not physically counted. Were you counted? They came to your home.
Me, I'm an organized citizen of the Republic of Uganda.
They came?
The beloved country which I love so much.
Did they ask you? Did they ask you?
They asked me
how many cars you have.
How many cars?
How many land titles?
How many land titles? How many children?
Chickens.
How many chickens? How many wives? How many everything?
Did they ask you how much money you earn?
They asked me, but I lied to them. How many toilets do you have in here? I said, and I use all of them at the same time.
My water bill is 2 million.
So just know.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to see how many Ugandans or how many people actually are in Uganda.
Let's take a guess.
The last count.
The last census was 43.
2014, 34 million.
43 million.
34.
No, boss.
You are saying 43 or 34?
No, 43. You have the numbers right, but they're twisted. It's 43.
Are you sure?
10 years ago.
Oh.
Now, the guess is that we increase by 1 million a year. So every 10 years should be 10 million people.
And we're the youngest population in the world. So the younger population is the one that's doing this.
It's all the time. This thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. Even the guys who don't this thing more. So I'm guessing we're between 50 and 53.
I'm going to put it at exactly 50. Because of this thing that we do so much, I'm going to guess we're at about 56 million.
No chance.
I'm telling you. We put money.
Okay, let's put money. So what's the bet?
The bet is the closest to the figure, either, can you go above? And it's still okay?
Yeah,
as long as you're closest to the figure.
You're closest to the figure.
Closest to the figure.
So I'll put it at 52.5.
I put it at 50. Let me adjust. Because this thing might not be thingy.
And how much are we betting for?
100,000.
Okay.
54 million.
54 million and 52.5.
Yes.
TK with the bookie?
52 million Tendo.
52.5.
For Marcus, 54 for Gaetano.
Yeah. The results will be out after a month. So we shall be here.
Easy.
Yeah.
Speaking of results, what vaccine did you take for COVID-19?
I did a Katogo. Which time?
The first time when they said, guys, go and go.
AstraZeneca.
How you're dead? But so am I.
Yeah, we went for the first shot together. You bastard.
Yes.
So if I'm dead, you're dead.
We're also dead. I'm also dead.
What's up?
AstraZeneca, a couple of months ago, admitted that for the first time, their vaccine can cause a rare, dangerous side effect.
Okay, but it's also the first time they have said
that. But they have pulled AstraZeneca from the market. Completely, the company has pulled it. After a court hearing and everything, they've pulled all of their vaccines. So oh my God. I don't know what's going through my blood. Anyway, the disease or the rare side effect is called TTS. I have to Google what TTS stands for. TTS stands
is the side effect of the AstraZeneca jab.
The AstraZeneca jab. It's called a thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome.
Which in English means?
Which it means in English, it causes blood clots and low blood platelet counts. Have you understood? And 81 people in the UK have apparently died. Hundreds have gotten very sick. and they are suing AstraZeneca. Now, AstraZeneca, for them, they came out and said that, yes, we're withdrawing this thing, but it's just coincidence that those people died. We're withdrawing it for other reasons.
That's AstraZeneca's story.
That's AstraZeneca's story.
Ah.
Jesus Christ. And that's the first one.
But the blood clot conversation was there right after the jab came out.
Yes, it was there. Is it
Right
safe?
after the
Is
jab
it
came out,
okay?
they said people are getting blood clots, blah, blah, blah. So technically, this is not news.
It is news by the fact that they are pulling
it out
of the market. Of course, right now they've got surplus. They've got
But
surplus.
it's not like anyone was still taking it.
Yeah, but the fact is, it's now, more, it's in your face. AstraZeneca has insisted the decision to withdraw the vaccine is not linked to the court cases or its admission that it can cause TTS. It said the timing was pure coincidence. Marcus, are we going to die?
Nah.
You took AstraZeneca, you took Pfizer.
I took 2 AstraZenecas
you took
and then
Oxford.
Pfizer.
You are just a slut of vaccines.
Wait, that COVID, we were fighting it with everything. Plus Covidex. Of every day, as if sweet Pepsi.
Hey, Marcus.
But, do you know how you saw blood clots?
How?
And people have been telling me this, and I used to think it was a joke, but now I'm going to take it a bit more seriously. Do you know the drug aspirin?
Aspirin.
Yeah. It's the most common drug, as if painkiller. Yeah.
Painkiller.
Aspirin is a blood thinner.
So it thins the blood?
Yeah, so you can't clot. But there are many people who are allergic to aspirin. In fact, if you go for an operation, that's one of the first questions they ask you. Are you allergic to aspirin? Because it helps thin the blood. If you're not allergic to aspirin, please go buy it, take it.
But what does this mean for people who have taken AstraZeneca? Are we all going to be popping aspirin now for fear of our blood clotting and all of that, not clotting or whatever?
But this,
we have to go buy aspirin.
GK what? Yeah, as if sweet pips. But why is it that only guys in the UK have died?
Maybe some guys have died here, but they don't know what they died of. And because in the UK, maybe their health system is better, they've said,
They can tell you.
When you go, they say, malaria.
Just Georgia food day. What happened? Azuk Songa food day.
Marcus.
Anyway, it's not like we don't laugh about death. I don't know.
Which one was the president given?
AstraZeneca. He didn't get that one. He got his from Russia. What was the Russia one?
The Russian one. Hey,
what was the Russia one? Pfizer? No, Pfizer was US.
No. The Russian one was vodka. Vodka research services.
Yeah, he took the Russia one, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, okay.
Speaking of Russia, did you hear about that African student who was arrested in Russia for twerking?
For twerking?
So, let me get this story. I read it.
It's illegal to twerk in Russia.
Oh yeah, but it's what she was twerking for or about that's the issue.
Hey, she was twerking for a cause.
She went and twerking. She went and twerked on a, what do they call those things? As if a monument.
A monument?
Let me get the full story.
What kind of monument?
Let me get the full story. Wait to me. She went and twerked on a
monument of what, Marcus?
Wait me. Would you like shouting?
You can't start the story and leave me on twerking. Now I'm interested.
She was twerking near the Eternal Flame in Victory Park. There's a place in Russia called Victory Park, and then there's a monument there called the Eternal Flame.
For the dead, for the people who fought for Russia.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the deceased.
For the deceased.
And then she says, "I'm shaking ass for the dead." After she had been arrested. I said, "What have you done?" I said, "I'm shaking my ass for the dead."
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So she was arrested for twerking.
She was detained.
To remember the dead.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has always described the invasion of Ukraine as a special military operation to denazify the country. But this label of neo-Nazism now seems to be being applied to anyone who insults Moscow. Over the weekend, regional authorities announced that a foreign student had been arrested for, quote, rehabilitating Nazism. She's been identified as 21-year-old Rebecca Ziba from Zambia. That's according to local media. And her offence? Well, over the weekend, she was filmed twerking in front of a Russian war memorial. The video was posted on Instagram along with a joking caption. Now, the memorial in question is an eternal flame, which in Russia commemorates soldiers who fought against Nazi Germany during the Second World War. Investigators say that the student's actions were obscene and insulting, and she now faces a fine or a potential prison sentence of up to 3 years. Now, the Russian Investigative Committee has also released a video of Rebecca Ziba seemingly confessing to her actions and apologising. It's not clear under what conditions this was filmed, or indeed if the student had access to legal representation. Here at Euronews, we've contacted the Zambian embassy in Russia. This story, Helena, has generated a lot of shock and outrage online. Of course, Rebecca Ziba, if you look at her Instagram page, she doesn't appear to have expressed support for Russia, Ukraine, or Nazism. But she now appears to have been a victim of Moscow's wider crackdown on opponents.
Then she said, in my defense, I didn't know Russia's history, and I didn't know that my actions were going to be taken for.
I'll say this.
She was found guilty of desecrating a symbol of Russia's military glory.
And they should have arrested her and put her inside.
Why?
Because really, think about it. If I come to your home, Marcus, let's say I go to your village. You know how here in Africa, we bury our family and loved ones?
In our backyard.
In our backyards in the village. Imagine I go to your village, Marcus, and I start urinating on the side of the grave.
Urinating is different from twerking.
Okay, so imagine I go to your grave, the grave site of your judge, and I start.
It depends who my judge was. Because my grandfather, you go and talk about his website, you'll be like, Marcus, you're my guy. Tell her to do again. As long as Takunami Day. That's just twerking. You guys should be oversensitive with this.
No. But think about it. These are people who fought for Russia, and you're coming there desecrating it in that manner. I think they were right to arrest her. You can imagine now going to the fallen soldiers of Uganda.
Yeah, but what was she thinking, though?
She was stupid.
Like of all the places to twerk, why there?
Jesus Christ. And then not only that, then you post it on social media on top of that.
And that's why she was probably doing it in the first place, to look for likes. And this is the thing about social media.
Yeah, social media.
You're looking for likes, where do I live? What's the most weird place I can twerk from? Dead Russians.
Yeah.
And I think she didn't understand that in Russia, they take that stuff seriously.
Very seriously.
Not like the US or the UK who have no morals.
Very seriously. Very, very seriously. Freedom of speech in the US.
You can do what you want, when you want, why, how you want.
But she apologized. She apologized. She apologized. You said she apologized.
She apologized, but she said I honestly didn't know the magnitude of Russia's history.
She'll know the magnitude.
Either way.
She'll know the magnitude of her jail.
Yeah. And in Russia, you're going to show her wall up.
Hey, wall up there, twerking. Speaking of did you see Madonna's performance in Rio, Brazil?
I actually didn't see her performance, but I saw the crowd.
My God.
1.6 million people.
Showing, how old is Madonna now? She's in her...
Like 90.
She's not...
Madonna has been alive. She's definitely... I can tell you for a fact. Ask Museveni. Name one artist who you found as an adult. He will say Madonna.
That's how long she's been.
That's how long she's been alive. Ask Museveni. Name one musician you know.
Mama.
That other one. Madunu. That China is old.
Okay. Be that as it may, she may be ancient, but she still pulls a crowd. What was interesting is how she performed. Apparently, it was so... You saw the video.
I saw clips, yeah, small clips.
It was
ratchet.
Explicit of rubbing, touching, groping. People were like, and some people were like, no, but this isn't right. But my thing is this, by the time you go for a concert and you know who Madonna is and what she does.
Yeah, really? But you see, this is the world population. Of the 1.6 million people, I'm willing to bet that only 2% was over the age of 40. Which means 95% of them don't actually know Madonna. They know of her, they don't know her the way you and I know her.
Like a virgin.
When she was Murembe.
For the very first time.
There's no way that those guys knew what they were getting themselves into. But here's the worst part, and Madonna should have known better. It was a free concert. So free concert means there's no age restrictions. All and sundry come.
All.
Kila mtu of all age groups. Now, if you know that you've done a free concert, and you know that there might be minors in the audience, surely, fugu yourself.
She was being touched, and it was almost As if she was actually getting even an orgasm.
Yeah, she wasn't even closing her eyes.
Let me ask you a question.
No.
Would you?
No. I knew that's where you were going.
Would you?
No.
Tell me honestly.
No.
You would, wouldn't
no.
Would I?
Would we do the rights? No.
Would I?
Tujeka matara.
You wouldn't?
Tujeka matara.
Like a
Nenda za Madonna can finish you.